Yes, well, so Eugenia Cooney does not want nobody's help. And she'll straight up tell you point blank, if you just listen. I think Eugenia Cooney might need to be on the list for the Grifties Awards. Are you gonna be the one to step up and nominate her, Squirrel?
I'm truly not a hater. I am a realist, and
Me too.
I know you'd get less hate if you were babe. Stand 10 toes on the fact that you never wanted help. I will. I did it, really, being honest. If I am kind of, I guess like choosing to stay the way that I am, I'm not your role model. I try to be a good person. I do try to be the best person I can be in life. I try to be kind to others. But I don't claim to be any sort of role model. I don't claim I'm perfect. I don't try to tell any of you guys try to be like me, try to look like me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not your role model. I'm not your role model. I'm not your role model. So you're chill just killing yourself? I don't really feel like I'm killing myself.
She gets to be someone in life.
Like
She love bombs people to get them to fall down in her rabbit hole, and then they get introduced to the ugly within her community.
Plenty of parents, let me just say, sadly enough, that are out there like that use their children to make money, and she could easily very well be one of them. So I don't know. I just feel like if I were a mom and that were my child struggling, I wouldn't have her on the internet posting videos. I would want her to get help, and I
Most
would be,
definitely.
trying my best to help her to get well rather than to facilitate the behavior and allow her to steadily get worse. So that, I mean, I don't know. She does. She has a growing popularity on TikTok, which has a lot of people feeling very unsettled because it is for younger people. Younger and younger individuals are being, I don't know, exposed. Is that the right word?
People have been extremely concerned with her health, as well as what she may be inadvertently promoting. Her recent dance videos and posts have been getting millions of views, and most of the comments on those posts are people asking her or begging her to go get help.
I guess it is. They're seeing her videos and how popular she is, and
She was on
I just wouldn't want
Fox
someone who's young who
News.
doesn't know any better to get the wrong idea and think that that is the beauty standard and have to strive to try and be where she's at, because it's just incredibly freaking dangerous. And I don't know that she's trying to do that. I'm not saying that in this video, that she's attempting to sway kids to be the way that she is.
There's a lot of people speaking out about Eugenia Cooney. She does body checks. She even has people in her comments after these body checks basically saying that they want this body for themselves. They want to look the way she does. And you all know why that is problematic.
Kids are impressionable. Young minds are impressionable.
Absolutely.
To see someone like that and to not really fully understand, they could easily become confused. So that is something that people were concerned about. They wanted to get her off the platform. They wanted to get her off of YouTube. I don't know. It's such a sad freaking thing. Because Eugenia really is unwell. Eating disorders and problems like that, those are the hardest things to deal with.
She's too far gone, and she's at the point to where anything she does could be considered that not safe for work type content.
It comes with deep-seated things that have happened.
She should have to go over to a platform where the only people that are going to see her are the people that actually want to see her.
She may have an effect on younger generations who don't know what's up.
She should at least go over to OnlyFans.
Continuing her social media journey as long as she's alive, because she's
run
trying
those
to
creeps
reap
broke
the benefits
over
of it,
there.
the monetary aspect. I just want to know your thoughts. I just find this whole story to be very unsettling and very saddening to see someone, slowly going away because of something so very serious, and having a family member, her own mother, right there with her and not doing anything to prevent that from happening.
Those are my thoughts on Eugenia Cooney.
No, I don't think my daughter realizes what I went through, having my mom institutionalizing me and medicating me, making me zombified and shit, saying I was so easy to get along with when I was like that. Couldn't nobody get along with me. I was a fucking zombie. I could not bear doing that to my daughter. My daughter told me that I probably should have took her in and got her checked somewhere. But at the age of 12, if I would have took her in somewhere, what if they would have did to her what they did to me? I could not do that to my kid. No way in hell could I put my kid through any of the shit that I got put through. Nope. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. That is your own choice. When your brain is fully developed and you got your prefrontal cortex, you consent to that kind of mind-altering medication on your own. Your parent making you, controlling you, and forcing you, that's fucked up, I think. I think it's fucked up. In some cases, though, it is absolutely fucking necessary. Totally. When a person is as far gone as Eugenia is, I mean, my God, if they're gonna let her live out her golden years on fucking online, she should have to be on OnlyFans. I'm sorry, but she should. If she wants to do what she wants to do, and the internet wants to gather the content of somebody slowly wilting away like that, that's how it should be done. Force her over to another platform. She's gained too many followers over here. Too many. And too many of them that she runs into are so fucking goddamn young. People make such fucking comments against Colleen Ballinger. Look at fucking Eugenia Cooney, okay? The girl ain't much different. For years, I've been trying to show those viewers something they could watch that is more lively and fun. Okay? Eugenia just sits there as people pay to insult her. And there's something very disturbing in all that. Okay? I'm gonna probably end up losing my voice. I had a panic attack today. Nothing is better for me. Everything, it doesn't matter what I do. Every situation should always get worse. Nothing ever gets better for me. Not for me. You know, we're losing our health insurance. Yep, isn't that fan-fucking-tastic? Yeah. Over an extra $1 an hour. How do they expect people to fucking survive here? Land of the free my fucking ass. We're in the land of the broke and a home of the trapped. We're a bunch of broken bitches over here. Yeah. I've been trying to show those viewers my squirrels for fucking years. Years. Most of them don't care. Some of them will come over here and troll me, say some hateful shit and leave. But the good ones, the ones that just need to look at something that's gonna just, fucking educate them on something and cheer them up at the same damn time. That's what I can do with the squirrels. Now, I've learned how to edit, and I've gotten better with my skills. I think I have anyway, and I'll be working on an edit for a grip. Takes me a while, cause I do a lot to it. I put in so much work in my editing. I really do. Y'all just don't know. Anytime I upload something personal, they start dropping. Anytime I upload something again about another Eugenia, they start dropping. If it's another tarot card reading, they start dropping. Top videos will make them drop. I just don't get it. I don't understand. What the fuck am I doing wrong, YouTube? Huh? What am I doing wrong? Cause shit's not fair. It's just not fair.
As the time progresses and she continues to become bigger and bigger in YouTube, people started to notice the decline of her health that seemingly reflects the state of her body. It's like she's slowly drifting away. Comments after comments of her concerned fans flooded her videos in literally every platform that she's in. Considering the fact that her audience consists of young people, young girls who look up to her, she just ignores them, even though it's so obvious that she's definitely going through something serious and severe. Eugenia has a passion with dressing up, makeup, and videos that include showing off her body. And not that there's anything wrong with that. Be proud of who you are, be proud of your body, go girl slay. But in Eugenia's case, fans speculated that she's doing it on purpose. Her fans started calling her out for using her body for views, clickbaits, and, attention. Basically what they're saying is that Eugenia knows what she's doing, and she's doing it on purpose. And based on my own observations, I saw these 2 videos of her,
All
posted a
that
couple of months ago.
posing she does
It's
for the
titled,
camera.
I'm changing my lifestyle. I'm going
Yeah,
away
and
for
the
a while.
clickbait
Goodbye.
titles.
She definitely knows what she's doing, there's no denying it. One comment said she knows exactly what she's doing, putting a thumbnail where a lot of her body is showing, so people will click it just to look at the weight that she's lost and how skinny she truly is. And it makes sense. And the fact that she deems all of the genuine concerns as hate and calls it bullying, for me, that's also a little weird.
will kind of just be really quick to like twist around my words or be like, she knows what she's doing when I'm really just trying to explain how I feel sometimes. I just kind of be like,
January 29th of 2019, Eugenia posted her Kingdom of Hearts cosplay video. And in this video, you can obviously see that Eugenia is at her worst. Fans are quick to notice that her legs are turning purple. And this is due to the loss of blood circulation throughout the body, a strong indication of an upcoming heart attack. Her heart is failing. Fans have also noticed that Eugenia's eyes are starting to turn yellowish, which is a sign of liver failure. And this video went viral. It has 8 million views at the moment. And all of the comments came from people who are concerned or curious about her. And a couple of weeks prior to that video, after all of the comments that she's received, Eugenia announced that she's taking a break off of social media and mentioned that she's discussing private matters with her doctor. And after the announcement, she disappeared.
hi guys. So I know I haven't posted a video in a very long time, so it's kind of awkward now, honestly, trying to like film a video and knowing like what to say and all that. So I'm really sorry if this is like a really awkward video. But I did want to let you guys know that I'm back and I'm really excited about that.
6 months have passed and Eugenia is back. And everybody was happy and excited from the transformation that she's had. She's finally discussed all of the issues that she's been denying for a very long time. Her health, her well-being, and the Shane Dawson video that we're all familiar with. She also mentioned that she went to rehab and she's been working with her mental health personally. Everybody is so happy and proud of Eugenia, and I also was. I was glad that she's doing great, gained a healthy amount of weight, and she never looked better. And just like that, the future is looking good for Eugenia. We've seen Eugenia over the years. We've seen her recovery, we've seen her fall apart, we've seen a lot. And most of the questions people seem to ask is, why the heck is this going on for so long? Why isn't anybody helping her? And specifically, how is her mother okay with this? Which was also my question.
How is your mom okay watching you wilt away? She's not. My mom lives with me. She knows that I'm fine.
I know she is. She takes good care of herself.
Exactly. See? Exactly.
Happens to be skinny mini, but she does.
Exactly. We're all different.
But she does take good care of herself.
Exactly.
Skinny Minnie? Oh, because she's wearing a Minnie Mouse costume. I'm sorry. But seriously, you get the point, right? Eugenia's mom enables her. She enabled her to the point that got her into this extent.
I know that, I know I've tried to talk to her before. I know you've tried to talk to her before. There's been many incidents where, I would either send a text, and it was difficult to see, like, someone that was so sweet, like, deteriorating in front of your eyes.
Back in 2019, Eugenia had a huge glow up. She went to rehab, got help, and started taking care of herself. But behind the scenes, not everybody is aware that Eugenia's recovery wasn't actually supposed to happen.
Eugenia's mom is a dangerous person.
Everyone else is a
She
hater.
fought us on trying to get her help every single step of the way. We had to trick Eugenia into coming to my place so that we could help her. Her mom yelled at me, screamed at me, tried to call the cops on me to have me arrested for kidnapping.
This is Jacqueline. She's a YouTuber. She's basically the one who called the authorities on Eugenia and forced her to get the help that she desperately needs. Fortunately, her plan worked, and Eugenia was forcefully taken into custody and finally gotten the help that she needed. But Eugenia's mom, remember her, Skinny Winnie? Minnie? Yeah, she strongly disagrees with this. So much so that she called the cops on Jacqueline and her friends, called her nasty words for helping her daughter. Eugenia also interpreted that help as a form of betrayal and completely cuts off Jacqueline from her life.
I don't think she saved my life whatsoever. If anything, she actually put me in a very dangerous
Jacqueline
situation.
genuinely cares about you. She's just trying to get through to you.
I don't.
THST, she's a good person.
I personally disagree with you on that. I'm not trying to say she's a bad person, but in my experience, she just has not been a very good friend to me.
The days turned into months, and as quick as Eugenia's recovery was celebrated, is as quick as it faded away. Eugenia went back to the phase where she was before, and her loyal and loving fans are quick to notice. The once proud and happy comments quickly reverted back into worry and concern. And this only fueled the accusations that Eugenia is doing this on purpose. A couple of years prior, there was a petition to ban Eugenia off of YouTube. And because of it, Eugenia seems to post less and less on her YouTube channel. Twitch has now become Eugenia's main platform to interact with her viewers, and I think that Twitch is one of the main reasons for her relapse. Let me explain. Twitch is a live streaming platform. So, in Twitch, you can interact with Eugenia in a way that she actually sees. And unfortunately, most of her comments are people who body shame and bully her.
I don't know why I'm
crying about this. This is like literally stupid.
Up until now, Eugenia continues to be one of the most successful people in the platform. What pisses me off the most is that Eugenia is aware but is really in denial about the situation. And can we really blame her? Is her mom really enabling her, or she's just doing her best to become a supportive mother? But considering the fact that her audiences are made up of children is extremely alarming. By now, people had finally given up on helping Eugenia, and her fans just settled with the fact that there's nothing they can do about it, and it's really sad. Eugenia Cooney shouldn't be a role model, but she's a great example of how the internet can destroy a person. I mean, social media is entertaining, it's true, but at the same time, it's the perfect ingredient for destruction.
Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote for Chili. Chili DeCastro from Delete Laws for the Grifties Award. So, who's going to be the one to add Eugenia Cooney to this list? Huh? Because look, it says at the bottom of each name who nominated said grifter. Yep. Now, somebody needs to go over and nominate Eugenia Cooney for the Grifties Awards. Just as they need to go and nominate Jody Hildebrandt and Ruby Frankie. Fuck yeah. Shouldn't nothing excuse them for what they've done. Those poor kids. It was seriously breaking news though when I saw her on Fox. I just couldn't fucking believe it. I could not believe it.
Enabling, in my opinion, as the definition and everything, it encourages someone to feed into bad behaviors that they may not be doing if that source of enabling was not present. So
Yeah.
I kind of think...
Like a
I
drug
think she
user
would
that
still
keeps
be
getting money
doing
from their
Twitch. I
parents.
think that she would still be doing YouTube. I think that she would still be doing battles with people. I think that she would still be as involved on TikTok and social media as she is now that she's friends with Jeffrey. So I guess what I'm asking you guys to answer me is, what do you think Jeffrey's influence is having on Eugenia? And if you do believe that Jeffrey brings out the worst in Eugenia, or does bring out the bad aspects of Eugenia, why do you think that is? Why do you think that her
More
friendship,
clout?
or her involvement, her relationship, her whatever
pawn?
with
She's a
Jeffrey and all of his
pawn?
friends, why does that make Eugenia worse off? Let me know.
I feel bad
What
for
happens
saying
to
that,
pawns?
like, a neighbor thing. Where did the other girl go?
We all know what happens to the pawns.
It's like the whole neighbor thing. I'm like, what do people want? Can people like not be friends to each other, or like that's enabling? It's like that.
No. So I guess if she cannot or refuses to wrap her head around the concept of Jeffrey being an enabler, maybe break it down a little bit more for her. Maybe say it in a different way, because Eugenia kind of has an automated response to a lot of this. He's not an enabler. What? People can't be friends? You guys are crazy. What's wrong with you?
Everybody's crazy. It's all crazy.
So I guess maybe change the way that you're asking her.
If that's the case, then I'm an enabler too. Like,
It sort of makes her nervous, I guess, because she has said that word probably like 10 times. And in the 2 minutes, 3 minutes that this video has been playing, I've heard her say it over and over again, laughing about it. Oh, he's an enabler. And then, oh, thank you for the donation. Anyway, guys, going back to what we were talking about, if Jeffrey were actually an enabler, oh my God, Rosebud, thank you for the galaxy. Okay, so anyway, you guys, he's not an enabler. He's a really good friend. Like, just constant. If something truly does not bother someone, if something truly makes someone just completely unfazed, it just slides right off their back, they truly do not give a crap, they won't continue to bring it up.
Right.
They won't continue to laugh about it. They won't continue to try to justify or argue that their stance is right. Because, you know what I mean? In essence, they'd be confident about it. They would know that their answer to that argument was right, so what's the point in arguing about it?
I see a lot of people asking about my dear friend Eugenia. I've known Eugenia for 15 years.
Have you?
In the makeup box. Eugenia's doing fine. She sent me flowers to my store today. We spoke. And she just recently got her PR box like a day ago. So I know people are trying to lie, like, Eugenia pre-filmed that weeks ago. Girl, I just sent it to her fucking 2 days ago. So she's fine. She's fine.
And he and Eugenia have been friends for 15 years, which is unusual. So what was 15 years ago? 2008? Eugenia's 29. Jeffrey's 37. So that means Eugenia was 14 years old, friends with a 22-year-old Jeffree Star.
Before she was even online?
I don't know about you
That's
all, but when
funny.
I was 14, I didn't
Really?
have friends that were 22.
Sounds like somebody's so fluent in lying, they didn't even realize how severe the lie
I think that what
is.
Jeffrey is sort of alluding to here, or what he just poorly explained, was that maybe Eugenia hasn't known about Jeffrey for 15 years. Going back to early 2000s, Jeffree Star was a really, like, if you were not around for MySpace, or you didn't have a MySpace, or you used MySpace, but you just didn't know about Jeffrey back then, when I tell you, Jeffrey was a BFD, like a big effing deal on MySpace. He was a BFD on MySpace.
I'm sure
so
he was.
a lot of people knew about him. You know, this is like a lot of kids, like 14-year-olds, like they're very impressionable. They're naive and everything.
Yeah.
So when Eugenia was 14 years old, she was on MySpace, looking up to Jeffrey. So maybe they've had conversations in private where Eugenia said, "Oh my God, like I remember when I was in middle school and I followed you on MySpace." And, oh my God, like, so maybe that's what he meant here when he said that they've known each other for 15 years. But if it was meant the way that he meant to say it right here, that's really not a good thing. Because I don't really think that 14 and 22-year-olds should be friends like that. Yeah, that's an interesting. I guess you guys can let me know what you think about this. When I think about this, that's the only thing that I can think to rationalize this, because I don't imagine that
Did he groom her and enable her for those 15 years?
They hadn't met.
He is
They had
awfully
never met face-to-face
thin.
like that. So I don't know. Can you be like good friends? Can you be dear friends with someone that you've never met? I don't You know what? And come to think of it, I don't even know if they've met face to face now. They might have just been internet friends.
I
But
don't know.
someone did on the
I
subreddit
don't
that
know.
she
I'm
loathes
kinda-
so much. They did post a clip of Eugenia just
I don't know.
3 years ago, talking about how how much admiration she has for Jeffrey, but they've never met before. So here Jeffrey is saying, we've been friends for 15 years, but then I can find a clip online of Eugenia just 3 years ago saying that you guys have never met. Because Jeffrey said that they've been dear, good friends for 15 years, but just 3 years ago, here she was kind of talking to, someone in her chat asking about Jeffrey, and she kind of says, well, I would have to meet him. I want to meet him. I think he's so cool. I think his makeup's awesome. And it's like, oh, but you guys are friends. So what's this about? So I don't know.
over
Just
a
because someone
decade.
knew about you on MySpace in 2008, does that make you guys friends?
She
for
would have
15
had
years?
stories after 12
Okay, I now want
years.
to hop into. So I don't really know what this about. I don't know. And I guess I'm still trying to kind of wrap my head around Jeffrey's ambition, his motivation, and his other posse members trying to get involvement with Eugenia. I suppose that they would, guys, like I said a lot of times before, Jeffrey's not stupid. Jeffrey's not an idiot. There's a reason why he does things.
People wonder about the involvement with the other influencers that are siding with Eugenia Cooney, okay? Those people, there's so many questions as to why. My husband tells me I'm just always overthinking things, but I cannot shut it off. I don't know where it comes from. It just comes from somewhere. But I'm telling you, look at Shane Dawson's channel, okay? You look at Shane Dawson's channel, and you look at Eugenia's and shit. 33 million views. Over 33 million views. Is that shit real? Really? That's what... Fucking duh. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's why the TikTokers keep talking to her, and they let the conversation drag out, and they just don't even just keep repeating themselves. It's because they're hoping for that moment. They're hoping for that moment when her body gives out on her, or even just the gagging. People don't realize yet, a lot of the smiling, Eugenia does her eyes real big like that, so you have a difficult time seeing the facial expression, the eye twitching, the sadness. Those wings go up. She constantly looks like she's smiling as long as she's showing her teeth. You smile with your eyes, which is something she never does. And they're hoping that they're caught on camera with her in the video while talking to them, and she starts that choking and gagging thing that she does, and when she calls it her allergies. Girl, we all know that ain't fucking allergies. Alright? Allergies are not so dry, I guess. I mean, there's nothing lubricating. I mean, even her tongue comes out her fucking mouth. That's how she coughs. Like, stick your tongue back in your mouth. Yeah, no, they're hoping for that 33 million. They're looking for those views. They're looking for that video. They're looking for the breakdown. Okay, Shane got the relapse, and I'm sure they're all super jelly about it. I wonder, how many views did Katie Morton get off of that? Of course, she didn't have the viewers that Shane had. She could have even talked to Shane about it ahead of time and said, well, I already got a pawn here. Jacqueline Glenn is somebody I've been feeding and planting this in her mind to come into the workings, and it's coming into fruition. So as it plans out, hit you back, and we'll bring her back, and I can be involved in that as well. Genius, right? Yeah. Not for Eugenia. And now, yeah, she wants to live out her golden years. And the mom saying, oh, you're skinny mini. She happens to be skinny, but she takes good care of herself. No, she don't, and you know it. You fucking know it. It makes me think, yes, there should be a Eugenia's law to prevent a parent from allowing their child to put themselves through that, regardless the age. Because, yes, Eugenia is almost 30, but so much of her brain has ate itself. Is she really 30? I mean, no, she physically is, but I mean, mentally, she's getting to the point where she's mocking people who are voicing their concerns. She should at least get away from the eyes of the children. She's going to use her body for views to make money. She practically is an OnlyFans model already, right? Might as well just go over there. Pretty sure all the haters won't follow. They wouldn't want to spend the money to. And if they do, then fuck, you could really bleed those creeps dry over there. Shit. Because, yeah, we all know most of those haters are minors anyway, right? So, I mean, you could put a stop to the pointless hate. You can put a stop to it by switching platforms. So many people know about her now. She's got enough eyes, enough of them will follow her. She'll still make that cheese. And all she could do is act and pretend like she's always been doing, throwing herself around. Oh, it's all so crazy. Everything's so crazy. She didn't even lift it. Oh my God. She's so fucking fake. She needs to be on the list for the Grifties Award, too. How is this TikTok shit that they do not grifting? You know, how is it not grifting?
I think that kindness is the answer to everything. I think sometimes it comes down to hard work and hard truths and understanding that the world is a very dark and ugly place.
Yes.
And in order to get out of those dark and ugly places, you're going to have to maybe do things that you don't want to do. I don't think that everybody needs to be coddled and, told that it's going to be all right and, sunshine and smile emojis and everything. I think that, we want it to be that way.
Yeah, but it's a false narrative.
Want it to be that way. That would be an ideal world, but we definitely don't live in an ideal world.
Exactly.
So,
that's what I've been saying to my daughter. That's what I've been telling my daughter.
To criticism, maybe be open to concerns that people express to you. Be open to the idea of suggestions that people make.
Very much so.
Instead of just kind of going through life thinking that, you know best and that everything is the way that you see it.
Exactly.
Just one more thing. And here is another example here from a channel on here called Cooney Content, in which Eugenia sort of mocks the audience again, of people laughing at the fact that they are expressing concern and that people should give her stream or, her TikTok battle or whatever she was doing right here a double tap, and that would lead to recovery. She's quite literally laughing in the faces of people that are expressing concern at this point. So, again, kind of furthering the narrative of what we've already talked about. When people come to you, and they express concern, they say something, and they mean it, and they're telling you how they feel about you.
Yeah. And you should listen.
What do you think the response is going to be from those people when you listen to what they say and you spit in their face?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of relationship do you think that is going to make you have with the internet? I think that a lot of these jokes, I think that a lot of these digs, I think a lot of these little opportunities that she takes to mock her audience come from how she actually feels.
She's very passive-aggressive.
It's kind of getting to the place where the palpitation.
Yeah, when she
it's becoming palpable. Her irritation and her annoyance with a portion of her audience. Which, I mean, honestly, a portion of her audience, it's the majority. So I feel like it's kind of going to the point of just smiling it off, not really listening, not really thinking about it, to actively mocking these people. actively making fun of them. Like missed, or if you want to send me more clips and everything and talk about it,
Chili
shoot me an email, definitely send me a
DeCastro.
tweet on X. Oh my God, there I go again saying it. So we can talk a little bit more, but
Chili.
I don't know. I just think that it's a very interesting
Chili
series of events that
DeCastro
have been
is an
taking place
absolute
recently, and it kind of
menace
seems
to
like
society.
involvement with Jeffrey is a little bit problematic, to say the least. That like didn't even register with me.
Oh my God, you're so funny,
Oh, she
really,
wants
Jordy. There's so many times he slips up.
like
It's
maid
so
service.
cute.
Oh, she.
No. Different chemicals work on different
Do you see what this is?
things.
How old's Eugenia? 20? I don't know how old this is, but like 20. She's 28 right now.
Yeah,
I think
that
she's
was
turning
very
29 in
recent.
July. She's texting the mom to come clean makeup off of her couch.
Yeah.
Like I think it's even more pathetic that you're owning it. It'd be one thing if you just acted like.
I don't mean to pick
You know.
out.
That's why my mom is smart, unlike me. She knows how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it.
I don't know if I can fix it.
Bad, right?
You know why?
Yeah, see, she said it's bad.
Let me tell you, let me let you in on a little something. Okay? Do you remember back to the video where they sort of switched places? And they had a Freaky Friday video that they did. And when they switched places, and Eugenia was to act like her mother, something she said was like, I don't know, it was almost like an epiphany, okay? She said, what would you do without me? You couldn't do anything without me. And you know what? I bet you that's something her mom feeds to her brain on a daily basis. And you know, and probably time and time again, everything, Eugenia would need help with everything. You know, deciding to live your life this way makes you decide to make somebody take their time away from themselves and whatever else they could be doing to take care of you and you only. And then, you know, she's got her wrapped around her fucking finger. Her mom has got Eugenia wrapped around that mama's finger. She really does. Saying, what would you do with that? I mean, I bet you Eugenia said that because she hears it.
I'm sure they are.
That's what they're doing with me right now, but,
Hey, if it's still there, we'll do a little bit more.
okay.
So,
Thank you,
but-
Sarah, for the bits.
Hey, you're
Sarah
good.
said that your shirt's cute.
The camera. Okay.
Hi, Deb and Eugenia.
Oh, somebody said hi,
Hi,
Deb
Sarah.
and Eugenia.
Happy
Oh, someone else said it was
Saturday.
told me. Okay, I'm just gonna thank people for
Oh, yeah,
their
thank
giving
you,
bits.
everybody.
Everything's falling
Like
apart.
the Irish.
Oh my gosh, we got a Darius. How are you? Darius just greeted us with 160 people.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. Dominic, thank you for the bits. For helping me.
Was there really a stain on that couch? Or was that whole thing staged? Because they knew those donations would come fucking rolling in like that. Cheering her on. Huh? Huh? I wonder.
Hey y'all, welcome back for another video. So it's gotten to the point where she isn't just ignoring them or saying her usual, oh guys, that's not very nice to say, oh I don't agree with that, I don't believe you. It is her quite literally mocking anyone who has anything to say.
No,
Audience.
she's a troll,
so
dude.
I do think it
She's
definitely
a
is
fucking
facade.
troll.
I do not
For sure.
think that she
For sure.
is the sweetheart 100% of the time that she is trying to put on for the camera for. And what I mean by that is there are times like this, we just heard it, where she says, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. And I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah, yeah, it's everybody else. Right? No, she
really
wants
the
a
only type of
relationship
response that is ever given, or that
with
I've ever seen Eugenia give,
her channel.
is people say what they say in the chat, and you know, some of it comes across as very abrasive and probably not the best way to phrase things. But a
And
lot of other
passive-aggressive
people
at
ask a
times.
lot of fair questions about Eugenia's involvement on social media, what she likes to put out, who she likes to involve herself with, what things that she likes to say, and then a lot of people ask, in my opinion, very fair questions about, you know, do you think that a portion of your audience perceives you in this way? And if they do, what could be the ramifications of that? Do you feel responsible? And a lot of the time, Eugenia just plays, I don't know. If people do that, well, then they shouldn't be watching me. If that is the case, case, well, then, maybe they should find something else to do. Just kind of always playing the
That's
middle
why
of the
she
road,
should
kind of
go
always
over
on
to
the fence with her.
OnlyFans.
We never really
Think
get any
about
sort
it
of
too.
response
She'd
from
be
her.
able to
It's
lay
always some
back
sort
and
of
stretch out
confusion.
and
She
look
doesn't know
even
what someone else is
thinner.
talking about.
Wouldn't that make her
You're
happy?
crazy, or what is
That
wrong with
sounds
you
awful
guys?
to
As we just
me.
heard in this clip, you guys are the wrong ones. You guys are the mean ones. What are you talking about? You are nasty. If you don't like it, don't watch, etc.
Being mean. I just don't know what's wrong with you guys. Best enabler in the world. I feel so bad even saying it because I'm like, oh, Jeffrey, seriously, I will always say I appreciate you being.
Feel
think you do.
fucking
I don't think you
relieved
do.
saying it.
If the concept of it bothered you, if you wholeheartedly disagreed with the concept, you wouldn't be making light of it. Just my opinion. I mean, if you're willing to joke about something, it kind of tells me that you're at least a little bit comfortable to the point that you're able to understand it. But there are instances like this where we see a different side of her. Where, to me,
Exactly.
I feel like the chat sometimes does get through and does push her
Yeah.
buttons a little bit. It definitely takes a lot.
A person can only hide who they truly are
She is able
for
to
for
look
so
past
long.
a lot of what her haters have to say about her.
Oh my gosh, emo girly with the mirror bloom. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I don't know if I just
So
it. If I did, I'm
stupid.
gonna feel so bad. Everybody, yes. MVP, you guys, Jeffree Star, the queen, the best enabler in the world.
I think it's disgusting that people like the Pink Sauce Lady can have up a fake GoFundMe account. And when I had up a GoFundMe, I had two up. One for the Squirrels, which got ignored too, and one for my hollow face. I've been begging for help, crying out and screaming, and nobody hears me. Nobody sees my GoFundMe. So GoFundMe deleted it after 16 months of it going unnoticed. Yep, GoFundMe deleted me. No matter how hard I try, no matter how much I try to do, no matter how much I try to better myself, it doesn't matter what I do. Shit always only ever just keeps getting worse. Nothing gets better for me. All I am is a warning for others. A warning for others to learn from my mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes that I made. That type shit. Don't follow my footsteps. All that shit. Not that I'm a bad person or anything. I try to be a good person. And I try to be a happy person. But, it doesn't matter. Nothing seems to matter, ever. Everything always just seems to be always for nothing. It's for nothing. Everything I do is for nothing. But with as much as I tell people to learn from my mistakes, I probably more so find it more important that the parents out there not only just, learn from my mistakes, but learn from my experiences, whether they're mistakes or not. Okay, if you have a child that is still wetting the bed, running away, skipping school, all the signs, my mom missed all the fucking signs. She was so busy getting beat up by my dad and having more kids forced on her. It was rough. Shit was rough. Okay, my dad, he thought it was up to him to carry out the family name. So he wanted to keep having boys. But he kept coming up with girls. And as our family luck would have it, as his luck would have, karma got him good. Yeah, it did. It got him good. My brother doesn't have any contact with his first relationship, who has his son. But he's got 2 daughters. I got a daughter. My sister has a daughter. All his grandchildren are girls. Yeah, and then the cousins as well. Yeah, they're all girls. And then when they get married, as I did, their names will change, and their children will not carry out that family name. Nope. my little brother, man, he knew it was up to him. Then he said, fuck it, squash it. He don't care. Yep, because he says that there's nothing to be proud of with that name. But, yeah, anyway.
But she said, regardless of what I say, you guys are always going to have something different to say. And isn't that exactly what I just said about her? Regardless of any kind of advice or resolution that anyone presents to Eugenia, she is always going to think something different. And that's what she just said that her audience does to her. Oh my.
No.
Oh my.
I was saying something like that to my daughter, and I said, you just see situations in me in a way that you would see it because that's how you yourself would act. But I'm not that person. If you read my texts and you read my texts, you read my messages, you read my comments, if you just don't read it in a snotty tone, because, if you listen to me, I'm really not a snotty fucking person. I'm really not. So, I'd appreciate if you could read my comments and messages as if they're spoke in a snotty tone. Because if I would not speak that way, my comments should not be read that way. Yeah? Yeah? Right? If I'm angry, I'll add an emoji. I scream it, I use upper caps on certain words to put emphasis on them. It doesn't mean that the whole comment is fucking screaming, which is something my daughter is led to believe. She thinks the whole thing is screaming. She counted one time. She counted how many times? 19 times that I used that upper caps. I'm like, you're counting all the capital letters in my message. That's fucking weird, dude. That's fucking weird. Anyway.
Okay, so moving on.
I'm truly not a hater. I am a realist, and I know you get less hate if you were vague. Stand 10 toes on the fact that you never wanted help. I will. I did it, really, being honest.
Hey, my daughter called me pessimistic. I told her, no, I'm not pessimistic. I like to see the world as, beautiful place. I like to see joy in the world, but I also know there's ugly out there. You hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. It's called being a realist, I'm not pessimistic. She thinks I'm afraid of fucking everything out there, and I think everything outside is ugly, and there's just nothing good out there. There's no goodness. Is she fucking kidding me? She told me name one thing good that's outside these doors. I said carnival. Carnivals are fun, but, I've never been on a roller coaster because my parents stole that memory from me because I stole a She-Ra doll from the girl on the other side of the block. But the toys I would get when I was younger, I'd be lucky to get one of the toys from the claw machine at the bar where my dad hung out. Yeah, I'd get toys like that, and I fucking cherished those little stuffed animals. Anyway, yeah, no, my brother's got all the cool new stuff. My brother's got all the stuff. When we got that first Nintendo, all the games we got, they were all games they chose. There was no girly games. I never got no girly stuff growing up, like the beaded bracelets and all that shit and junk, making tie-dye stuff, and I never got none of that. The artsy-fartsy stuff, nope, none of it. None of it. It was sad. And especially when, we hit the double digits. Once we hit the double digits, it's like, holy shit. I don't know what she was expecting of us. She said, if you're not back by the time I fall asleep, I'm going to lock my door. And you will be locked out. I'm going to assume you found somewhere else to stay the night. And I'm locking my door. And we ask if we can call her and say, heads up, I'm going to be going to sleep in like 20 minutes, and then we can head home. She said, nope, it's just whenever I get tired. So, yeah, we show up here at 8 o'clock, and she's got the door locked. We don't know. We'll curl up in our jackets and sleep on the dirt porch. Let's grab you. This is fun. Oh, I hope you don't go out there and try and get my pumpkin. That one, you better not eat it. Alright, I scared her. I'm sorry, Mom. So, I thought she was going after my pumpkin though. You tell them. Yep, I got my parents' name over here. That's that chunk of concrete that was over there. By the curb. Says my parents' name in it. It's kind of bright with this light, but it's there. It's from 1983.
Like, he of course would never have to do that though, like, well, obviously. But, yeah, like, I would never expect him to do that. But I mean, if for whatever reason, if he ever did want to, or, like, to meet or anything, I would love that. That'd be incredible. Could you imagine how if Jeffree Star did a collab with Eugenia? Oh my gosh, no! He, of course, would never have to do that, guys. But that, I mean, that would be amazing. I would love to, like, meet Jeffree. Like, that would be super cool. Because, I mean, I think Jeffree seems like such an amazing person.
Really, the only thing to take away from this clip that I cared to listen to was when she said, I would have to meet Jeffree. I would love to meet Jeffree. Would love to meet him. So, I don't know. At this point, 3 years ago, they would have been, as Jeffree put it, dear friends for 12 years. So, I don't know. Just the way that she's talking about him here, it's almost as if she's talking about him as if she's a fan. I think
Exactly.
this makeup is creative. To a little bit of another clip. I did allude earlier that some of her content on TikTok has just becoming, in my opinion, just very brazen trolling, very brazen mocking of the audience. A lot of the people who come to her chat and express concern or try to ask questions or say anything, it's gotten to the point where Eugenia isn't really just dismissive anymore or just saying to her audience, guys, I'm fine. Guys, listen, I'm fine. It's okay. It's kind of getting to the point where she's mocking them, making light of it. People are coming in and they're expressing things like, I think that person that you're spending a lot of time with
Oh,
is
Lord,
Aunt
Jody knows what he's
says,
talking
if that's what an enabler is, I want all my friends to be enablers.
Right.
It's kind of getting to the point where, again, it would be one thing to be dismissive of those kind of people saying those kind of things, but you're mocking them at this point. You're making fun of them.
It's weird. I'm gonna go grab a pop, and then I will be right back. Don't go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Alright, I'm back in the blink of an eye. Like what? That's what's up, boy.
I admit it in the Sheen doc? What did I admit? Why are you ignoring your clear concern? I'm not. You guys are typing SOS. I'm giving you guys what you guys are asking for.
I think that she is sort of learning this sort of behavior from Jeffree. Because it reminded me from a moment yesterday, or a few days ago, or whatever that was, when they were all on cam, they were all in like a battle or whatever, and Eugenia was about to take a sip out of her water bottle. And Jeffree kind of encouraged her to make light of it, make fun of the audience, sort of say, oh, you know what, Eugenia, take the smallest sip of water ever, so that your audience thinks that you don't actually ever do that. Sort of encouraging, in my opinion, encouraging Eugenia to respond to a lot of the concern and a lot of the critiques that she receives online with humor or ridicule or gaslighting, trolling. So maybe this is what people mean when they say that they feel that Jeffree is enabling her, or she's sort of acting out of character. She's saying and doing things that she would not otherwise be saying and doing because of her recent involvement with Jeffree. So it's kind of like, well, oh, Eugenia, go ahead and take that small sip of water. Here, make fun of all the people that express concern for you in the chat. Yeah, do that. It's not a good look.
Let's go!
But you know what? Because she admires Jeffree so much and because she thinks the world of him, if Jeffree says to do something or if Jeffree thinks something is funny, she'll do it. I mean, you guys, you've probably even seen this play out in real life back when you were in middle or high school. I mean, somebody wants to fit in. Someone wants to be cool. Someone thinks the world of the popular kids, and to fit in or gain their trust or their liking or whatever.
In boot camp, they would have called that shit one of the 10 hurting behaviors. What she's displaying here, what she's doing, she's easily misled. She's an easily misled person, and she likes to go and talk to other people that could be easily misled as well, meaning young impressionable kids. Why else do you think she's always putting toys all around her? Yeah, because that's right. Wait, look at Jordy's face. You gotta love him.
The gaslighting? What are you talking about?
Within the past year, Eugenia's influence and her engagement online has gotten a lot more popular.
Yeah,
that's a good word for it. Eugenia has been noticed a lot more. She has gotten a lot more recognition on social media and everything in the past year.
For me, it's not about Eugenia. I would like the opportunity to touch the hearts of the viewers with my adorable little squirrels, and I am running out of time. My brothers are trying to sell this house while we're still living in it, okay? If I had the money to buy them out, believe you me, I would. But as long as I've been on YouTube, and as long as I've been doing shit with these squirrels, I have not been able to gain eyes. It's like I'm never popping up for anyone. Ever. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. YouTube will promote shit like this with Eugenia and just being boring, just sitting there, letting people pay to insult her. Yeah, okay? That's what they're doing. They get to pay to insult her, and she's love bombing people to get them to fall down up in the rabbit hole. So they get trapped within the ugly, within the community, within the other viewers. You know, I can see why most people will, you know, hustle the algorithm and they'll follow the trends, the trending topics and such. And there are so many people talking about Eugenia right now. And there's so many new channels springing up that have mentioned her as well. And you know, it just goes to show people are hungry for that clout grab. They're thirsty for it, and they're hungry for it, and they want it. They attach themselves to Eugenia for the clout grab of it all. Katie Morton got the idea first. Yep, she was first. Yeah, I'd like to give the viewers something lively and fun that they can watch. Something that can make them happy. Something that, you know, can make them smile. Because look, you can't see a squirrel with a peanut and not fucking smile about it. You just can't. You just can't. They're so cute. And they're so unpredictable and silly. And you never know what they're going to do next. And I just love them. Somebody needs to put her nominated for the Grifties Award. She needs to be nominated for the Grifties Award. Yep. Let's put in our vote. Have Eugenia Cooney's viewers even found you guys yet? Have Eugenia Cooney's viewers found the Squirrely Brigade and the Cute and Fluffy yet? Have you guys found the Cute and Fluffy yet? Aw, he's thirsty. See why I got the water bowl out here? Look at this better content. It's such better content. Look how cute he is. Eugenia just sits there as people pay to insult her. How boring is that? Because if she's not forced to go over to OnlyFans, this is the alternative. Or it should be.
Regardless of how you might feel about Eugenia Cooney, her situation has undoubtedly been heartbreaking and difficult for us to watch. I can recall like it was yesterday when my addiction was so bad that everyone pleaded me to get help even though I didn't want it. Now my situation was similar to Eugenia's in that my mom was enabling me. She was feeding me drugs, we were doing drugs together. I got to a point where I was almost as small as Eugenia as a result of my addiction. My mom helped me get to that point and did nothing to stop it, similar to Eugenia. Now the difference here is that in my case there was a law that was applicable to my situation and it actually saved my life. Casey's Law was created in response to a tragic situation where a man named Matthew Casey Weddington died at 23 years old as a result of his substance abuse disorder. Addiction is treatable and does not have to be fatal, much like eating disorders. They are just as risky and very similar to addiction in the way that they impact people and their loved ones. It's shocking to me that there's not a law that's applicable to Eugenia's situation in this sense. Casey's Law allows you to petition in the court when you know that someone is unwell, on the brink of death, a danger to themselves and others. We know that all of those things apply to Eugenia. However, Casey's Law only applies to substance abuse disorder. It does not apply to eating disorders. As far as I know, there is no such law that can be applied to Eugenia's case. I think we would fucking be failing if we didn't respond to Eugenia's case in a way that prevents this from ever happening to anyone else. It's time to make a Eugenia's Law. When I went and stood in front of the judge to determine whether or not I needed help, they took one good look at me and they were like, send her to rehab. Just to be clear, this works on people who don't have criminal charges, and this does not put criminal charges on their record. It simply makes treatment court mandated, and it also puts the person being filed at the top of the waiting list at a treatment program so that they don't die while waiting to seek treatment. Now, this would really help Eugenia if this was a thing, but then we come to the problem of her mom. Now, a lot of viewers, myself included, believe that Eugenia's mother is a huge problem in this situation. We all know that she's enabled Eugenia up to this point, and she's even been seen on camera saying that she's not concerned about Eugenia's weight. Many argue that this is not a case of Munchausen's by proxy just because it's not the same as what we saw with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. To that I would argue that our conception of Munchausen's by proxy is not fully developed. We've really only seen that one
now
case
because
presented,
of
and it
social
blew up,
media.
and that's our idea of Munchausen's by proxy, right? Now to me, Eugenia's mother is achieving the same goal by different means. By neglecting necessary medical interventions that could help Eugenia's condition, Eugenia's mother is achieving the same end goal as Dee Blanchard
posting.
by different means. So what do we have as a result of Eugenia's mother failing to seek necessary medical interventions? A sick daughter that gets her money and attention, much like Dee Blanchard. I think we should absolutely consider this Munchausen's by proxy.
Yes. Click the like button if you agree that there should be a Eugenia's law. Yeah, for people to not be able to, profit off their kid like that if they're making them so unwell like that. There should be. Especially with all the proof of the mom saying how fine and okay she is. She's not fine, dude. She's not okay. Look at her shoulder. You guys. Here, I added in another one. I added in a few of them. You guys see, check out this shoulder. I mean, what the fuck? She was choking in the moment. She can't even cough. She's calling it allergies. It's not. It's her system fucking shutting down on her. It has to be stopped. Now she's got people online helping her to scrutinize the viewers and to mock the viewers and to make fun of them for being concerned. Like, that's fucking twisted shit, man. I mean, really. So yeah, there should be a Eugenia's law. Click the like button for a Eugenia's law. Share the video. Make one yourself. Yada da da da. Eugenia's name is hitting some views right now, so if you feel like you got something to say it. Say it. I love it when the viewers speak up. Speak up, viewers. And with all the shit she does on TikTok, I mean, how is that not grifting? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she should be put on the list for the fucking Grifties Awards as well. Just as Jodie Hildebrandt and Ruby Frankie ought to be on that list. I keep hearing car doors, but I keep forgetting and remembering again that it's Sunday. Church is in session, Squirrel. It's sad that her mom is failing her. So, yeah, if you have any interest in whatever we might be fussing about over here, click on that subscribe button and stay tuned. And click the like button if you agree that there should be a Eugenia's law for the reasons she spoke about in this. Because the mom's, she's just profiting. You see all those expensive purses and makeup and shit they go by, and the mom just buys it. She just keeps buying shit. It's sickening. It's sickening. The girl should have to go over to fucking OnlyFans. Yeah, that way she can get out of the eyes of the younger children. At least that can happen. Because I'm sure she's got enough eyes within her viewers that enough people would go follow her over to OnlyFans to where she'd make such serious bank that she'd probably raise $1 million quicker than anyone else without even removing any fucking clothes. I bet you, world. I fucking bet you. I bet you. And that way, too, the only people that are going to see her, the only people that would end up seeing her would most likely just be the people that really just want to see her. Because she shouldn't be available for anyone and everyone at any given time. She's not just innocent content doing makeup tutorials and clothing hauls. No, she's at the point where she's too far gone. She's constantly posing and body checking throughout the entire video, and she's flashing herself on a regular basis. It's disgusting. And it does not belong on TikTok, nor does it belong on fucking YouTube. We're taking a stand. We're taking a stand. Oh my gosh, Squirrel, you want to see something? Check this out. Remember Eugenia Cooney, Squirrel? Huh? Squirrel, you remember Eugenia Cooney? Let me zoom in on something for you, Squirrel. Yeah, here we go. What? You know what to say. Why are you stretching way over there? She does it so rare like. It makes her lightheaded and get back up. Did you notice that, Squirrel? Look, watch her. Look at her go. What are you doing, Eugenia? Shut up, Squirrel. Look what Eugenia is doing. Why are you stretching way over there? What are you doing, girl? Why are you so weird? She said she was stretching.
And we can stretch as we do this.
And we can stretch as we do this, she says. What?
And we can stretch as we do this.
Why are you doing this on your fucking stream? Man, why don't you just go over to OnlyFans, Squirrel? We're the only people that are going to see her are the people that actually want to see her, and she'll be out of the eyes of children. She'll be away from the eyes of children over there, you know, and this is just, come on, dude. And she made her underwear match her outfit. It was pink, and it was the color of the see-through spot. Yeah, in her dress. Yep. Here's your man. Why is she doing this? Why not do this over on OnlyFans? Just go over there. I've already figured it out for you. You do not have to disrobe. I bet you. If Eugenia was to go over onto OnlyFans, I bet you she'd be the first one to make $1 million quick as shit without even taking any clothes off. I bet you she'd do it the quickest. I'm telling you, she'd make $1 million the quickest without even disrobing. And she could pose however she wants, square, whatever she wants. Just go do it over on OnlyFans. Her following now is so big that all the sickos out there, they know about her now, and they can follow her over there. And then she could really start charging them bastards money. Right? Yeah? Right? I mean, right? And not to mention, she could lay back, stretch out, suck in her gut and look even thinner, showing every single bone popping out of her as she's laying down and stretching out with her arms and elbows up above her head. Just imagine, wouldn't that make her happy? Wouldn't she be so happy having a body check pose in an image like that of her out in public for people to scrutinize? Wouldn't that make her, oh my gosh, wouldn't that make her happy? Wouldn't that be heaven on earth for Eugenia? Isn't that the kind of shit she's looking for? I mean, seriously. What else could she possibly be looking for? Right? She says she wants to live her life out this way, Squirrel. That's what she said. She says she wants to live like this, and she doesn't want people to say anything about it. No, I'm for real. I'm serious. She said it. This is her golden years. No, I wouldn't lie about something like this. I'm totally serious. I'm totally serious. Hey, Squirrel. No, don't forget to vote for Chili. Look, he's in 4th place. Yes. And the green arrow indicates that he's moving on up to 3rd place. Yeah, that's right, Squirrel, that's right. Whoa, yay, wow, yay, Squirrel, yay. You're gonna yeet back at me? Hey, don't be detaining my cell phone. It's very rude. Hey, Squirrel, you wanna see another one? There's so many reasons for Eugenia to go over to OnlyFans. And I think she'd get less hate there, too. Because what's the alternative otherwise? We all know that this is the kind of shit that makes her happy, doing stuff like this. So why not do it over on OnlyFans? You know? Because doing it here don't make no damn sense. It just don't make no sense. These are all poses that can be done on OnlyFans. Do it on OnlyFans. If she's going to use her body for views like that, she should have to go over on OnlyFans and do it over there, just like everybody else. I mean, why is she doing all this? And suppose she's doing a Lady Gaga dance. I mean, I get it, I do. But, I mean, anything she does, it doesn't matter what she does. She's too far gone. Anything she does is too far gone and considered that not safe for work type content. She's got one of those unique bodies that she's using for views and using for money and gaining eyes. Do it over there. OnlyFans needs to come up with some sort of game. It's like a battle to draw her in over there. Run the creeps broke. Make it to where they can't afford extra devices so they can hide their malicious endeavors, you know. Their things that they look up and junk and all of whatnot. Yeah. She wants to act like she's on fucking OnlyFans. But on TikTok. She wants to do it on TikTok. Oh my god! Please, viewers, please, come watch the Squirrels instead. You don't need to watch her sarcasm and all that shit anymore. She's just... the girl's too much. She's just all around too much. So click the subscribe button and stick around with the cute and fluffy. It's the cute and fluffy of the Squirrely Brigade. Been real. Yeah. And don't forget about those buttons down there. You know, the like and subscribe. Yeah, those ones. And yeah. For real though, Squirrel. It's only $3 to nominate somebody. So here, nominate Eugenia Cooney. Come on, click the buttons. You know you want to. You know you want to. Just do it. It's this button right here. And look at this, Squirrel. We sit here. Hey, don't touch my phone! Look. Hey, what is that? Hold on. Okay. Anyway, as I was, Squirrel. Look. Oh my god, my knee. We've been sitting here so long that it is time to vote for Chili again. Well, for fuck's sakes. Chili in 5th place. Da-da-da-da. The Chili in 5th place. Ya-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Up. Why did you bite my phone, Squirrel? You bit it. You just straight up bit it. You son of a bitch. Here, would you like the banana chip? Take that. Oh, I love you too. Oh, I love you more. No, I love you most. Haha, I win. I wanna say I win. So guess what? I fucking win. But I'm a big loser who's out of peanuts, though. Been real. Getting the flock out of here for real this time. We're gonna yeet. We're gonna yeet. Here you go, Tyler. Take your tea. This is like my last chip. I broke it in half. That way it could be given to two. But now I really am out, though. So I am going to drop my pile. There's my stripy kitty. Here you go, handsome. And later on a pedestal. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the cranberries. They need their fruits. Oh, I'm being chased by a squirrel. I don't have no nuts. Eat those. I'm sorry, honey. One little almond. Don't tell your friends.
Shut up! This is so stupid, like seriously.
Oh my gosh, you guys gotta see this.
Yeah, I'm sorry they feel that way about you. Like, what even?
Of course I've been lying to you guys. It's pretty obvious that I have anorexia, and of course I influence my young fans to look like me. But to be honest, I don't care because it makes me money, so I'm not gonna stop. And if you think that's bad, sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, I'm sorry they feel that way about me. Like, what even?
Of course I've been lying to you guys. It's pretty obvious that I have anorexia, and of course I influence my young fans to look like me. But to be honest, I don't care because it makes me money, so I'm not gonna stop. And if you think that's bad, sorry you feel that way.
She's such a fucking troll, dude. Look.
Sorry you feel that way. And if you think that's bad, I'm not gonna stop.